Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Expedition X. This has connections to two things we've seen in the last week. 2 days ago, we saw something a lot from the Skinwalker Ranch about all the paranormal activities happening out there, and we had Expedition. What was that? What was that? It was some other Expedition Unknown, starring Josh. Yeah, Josh Gates. Josh, right? Josh Gates, yeah, just Josh Gates. I don't know why I forgot his name completely. This is how prepared I am as I step from one room to the next, from watching to filming. And along with Phil Torres and Jessica Chobot, we have a team that investigates the paranormal. One is a believer, one is a skeptic, and Josh oversees them from his headquarters full of artifacts in New York City. So yeah, he sends out Phil Torres and Jessica Chobot. You will recognize her. I recognize her, I should say, from The Nerdist. She's been a personality who's done tons of interviews, hosted some panels at Comic-Con, things like that. And she is an absolute nerd. So she's got this thing for cryptids, apparently, that I didn't realize, but she's the believer in this. I don't know if that's the case for every episode, but at least in the very first episode, that's what we get between the dynamic between her and Phil. And they're sent out to sort of research things. Josh, again, I don't know if he goes on any of these quests himself, like he did with Expedition Unknown, like a week ago. Man, we're really blowing through these expeditions. But he just sort of, he's the man in the chair. He sort of communicates with them through Zoom or something. I don't know. This is from 2020 to 2023, so maybe, I don't know. It probably changed a lot with I don't know how many they did before the pandemic, but each of these episodes is about 42 or so minutes long. I only watched the first one, and it had to do with the Mothman. Yeah, from not far from where I'm from. It's the Mothman is a mythical creature that's mostly hangs around western Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, and has been seen since the 60s, I believe, attacking people and then causing a bridge collapse, like the biggest bridge collapse in all U.S. history. I don't know. It seems suspect, but he's been sighted as far away as Chicago on the top of like the tallest building in Chicago, the Willis Tower. Okay, what's going on there? Why is the Mothman suddenly in the cities when he's mostly hanging out in the swamps and the secret, just hidden, darkest regions of rural Pennsylvania, Ohio, and West Virginia? Don't know. So he sends Jessica and Phil out there, and they interview some people. They do some boating, apparently, into some very green radioactive swamp. It's not really radioactive. There's no way we're going to put these people in harm's way for a paranormal TV show. Like, oh, well, now they have cancer. No, we're not going to do that. I don't care how green the water looks. There might be some chemical spillage here and there, but this is not, Springfield, Mr. Burns power plant. This is no. But they get sent out by random people who some are tightly connected to the Mothman. What do you call it? Mythology. There's people that run a museum about this thing. There's entire economies that are boosted, small towns boosted by this Mothman mystery. So it's kind of neat to see some of these well-known regional monster things researched and researched. And again, it's a reality TV show. And even though this is all based in real stories that people have told and experiences people have told over the years, it is not real. these these series. I mean, I don't doubt that Jessica feels the way she does about the Mothman and everything else. That there's feels skeptical and but when it comes to oh my gosh, well, we need to go to this one place. We've been told we need to go to this place, Josh. Well, I might have a connection. No, you don't, Josh. There's not a bunch of people who are just like, you know what? We met in a hotel bar 6 years ago, and well, I think I'm just gonna give you the inside scoop, access to a secret military base, which might be the real Area 51. No. In Ohio, no, we're not doing that. This is just not happening. So yeah, there's certain people who might be playing parts, some people who might really have connections, but it's a little bit exaggerated, let's say. The great thing about this is that unlike the Skinwalker Ranch thing we saw like 2 days ago, this one actually seeks to finalize the answers, not just stir up the same mystery and expand upon it. When they get the information from certain people that, when somebody sees this creature with huge wings flying off the top of a building in the city, could that really be the monster? But there are explanations as to what it could be. They also go, well, what about a person? Could they be a base jumper or somebody who has a flight, those flying squirrel suits? Could it be one of those? No. They talk to somebody who does that for a living, and he gives his interpretation of what is possible and what is not. When they send them into the swamps to go searching, all of the dialogue, it sounds like it feels like it. All the dialogue is ADR. It's recorded after the fact. While they may have said things into microphones while they were out in the swamp, they re-recorded it and cleaned it up probably when they got back to the studio and go, what was that? Did you hear that sound? I'm going to go look over there. Point your flashlight there. And yeah, it's just a little too clean. It doesn't feel like normally if I'm in the middle of a swamp and I think there's a monster in the trees or possibly in the water or this strange stone structure where they used to create dynamite or TNT, when I see these things, there's going to be a lot of bleeping going on on my show. They're going to be bleeping a lot of what I have to say when it's 4:00 in the morning and it's a full moon and we're looking for the Mothman, but we hear things that could be a Mothman. I'm getting the hell out of there. Sorry, just the way it is. There's no way they're putting me and Phil and Jessica in a place where I'm not swearing the entire time. And I'm not prone to that, I don't think. So, yeah, again, a lot of this is structured to go through the steps of what someone would do to research these mysteries, this type of history, this type, like all the mythology that goes along with it that's been shared throughout the decades, and sometimes longer for probably some of these other mysteries that are on here. And that's all right. That's great. It's a real life X-Files. She's the Mulder, he's the Scully. And no big revelation is made, usually, except for, could it have been the base jumper? No. Could it have been a very large eagle or bird that has a humongous wingspan that just reaches incredible heights? Yes, absolutely, it could have been that. Do they know for sure either way? No. But do all the things line up that says, hey, there's not a Mothman that's destroying bridges and red eyes freaking people out? I don't know. There's nothing conclusive, but they do look at it from a real, solid person, sane person's perspective. Not that people are insane that they believe these things. I'm just saying they look at it from a real world perspective and go, well, these are the other options that it could have been. And that's probably what it was. I've only watched the one episode, so I don't know what the other ones are like. You're like this woman right here. I think that's Heather. She is not on the show, at least not in the. Oh wow, really? There's more episodes to come. Really? I guess there's a new season coming. I'm just noticing a note here that's telling me there's a new season coming. If she's on this, she was in the first two seasons. By the way, no. Sorry, I was getting mixed up with Skinwalker Ranch. This has 7 seasons. That's a lot of episodes. 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 8. So yeah. But apparently a lot of seasons in just 4 years. So there's probably a new episode coming while we're at Comic-Con. Hey, how's that? So yeah, it's cool to check into these things. A lot of these things are fascinating to me. I want to believe, like I said with the Skinwalker Ranch thing, I want to know that some of these things could exist. But with everything that we have in our world right now, the technology and the ability and everything else, I think we would have found a Bigfoot or a Mothman, or a Jersey Devil, Blue-Eyed Six. We'd find all these. Look at the Blue-Eyed Six are ghosts, but still, that's a whole other thing. And I wonder if they even cover that, but I really doubt they do. It's entertaining. It's good to see Jessica out there again, and I like Josh. I don't know Phil very well, but I like seeing Josh. He was funny and engaging when he was searching for King Arthur in the Expedition Unknown series. So check that out. Check this out if you like the paranormal and want to discover the stories behind a lot of different legends across America and maybe the world. I don't know how far they go, but it might be worth your while to spend some time geeking out over some weird cryptids and monsters and stuff like that. This is probably some alien stuff, but I don't know if it's as much alien stuff as you expect. That was 51, by the way. 51. Oh, God. Okay. But at least it's the last one from the series. We did one of these just a few weeks ago, and we only have a documentary after this. I actually got a little bit of hate for the last one, but oh well, they didn't explain why, but they didn't like my take on these things. This is a movie based on the reality of what we get from news reports and tabloids. This is a story of people, it's a movie, a story of people leaving their posh life to move on to better places, like California. But this is the start of their story, actually. This is how they came together. This is the story of Harry and Meghan, a royal romance. Yeah. Gonna watch one of the Harry and Meghan things again. Again, now I've seen the entire... I'll have seen the entire story as of tomorrow. But... I watched it completely out of order. Well, now I can see their origin, how they met. Harry and Meghan, a royal romance is what we're watching next in the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.